Welcome to the Middlesex County Virtual College Fair. My name is Jasmine. I'm going to be the facilitator for our session today. Before we get started, I have a few housekeeping announcements. First announcement, your camera and microphone are off, so our presenters cannot see or hear you. Second announcement, you can use that Q&A feature on Zoom to type your questions to our presenters at any point throughout our session today. Third announcement, this is just one of a few different sessions that we're offering, so feel free to visit that registration site to sign up for additional sessions. And my final announcement, you can access this recording by visiting strivescan.com/Middlesex. That's the end of all of my announcements. I'm now going to turn it over to our first presenter from Brookdale Community College.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. I hope you can all hear me. I'm going to be sharing some amazing information with you, and I'm going to start by sharing my screen so that we can get going and end in a proper manner. Let me get with the slideshow here. Just give us 1 second from the beginning. So here we are. My name is Birgit Mondesir. I am an assistant director in the Office of Admissions. And what you see on that screen is just a snapshot of what Brookdale has to offer. Yes, you can, in fact, study abroad. That young lady is somewhere in the European continent. We will offer you the ability to network with other students and with our community partners and those coming from within and without of our campuses. You can also be assured that you can be either a spectator or a participant in our sports. And of course, we have an amazing campus, and one of our buildings is featured right there. So that's just how here will get you there. Brookdale is located in the beautiful county of Monmouth in Lincroft. We are an open enrollment institution, and we're serving more than 10,000 students. We offer affordable opportunities that will help you reach your goals. And yes, best of all, we are in the top 3% of our community colleges in the United States. Super proud of that fact, and so are those people that you see in that picture. So here is anywhere you are, and we can actually say that because at Brookdale, we have 7 campuses. Our flagship campus, which is in Lincroft, we have one in Neptune, one in Long Branch, in Hazlitt, Wall, and in Freehold, and of course online. Who can afford not to be online these days? But what that means is that wherever you are, chances are there's going to be a Brookdale campus that's near you, and we certainly offer that advantage of taking that opportunity to visit us on any of those campuses. So let's get to the meat of the matter. Academic programs. We actually have 2 pathways. We have a career pathway. That career pathway will allow you to go directly into the workforce. It offers over 40 programs. You will graduate with an associate's of applied science, either in automotive or culinary or health sciences or any of those particular areas of study. You will also have an opportunity for those who are not going directly into the workforce after your 2-year stint with us. There are opportunities for you to transfer for those who are going on to that transfer pathway so that you can finish your degree. That will include everybody who's graduating with an associate's degree. We have over 50 programs, including the ones you see there: business, education, architecture, political science, hot topic, hot subject in this climate, and criminal justice, all of which you are free to tackle. These areas for transfer will then be offered to you by way of our transfer partnerships. We do have 3 of those that you can see right on screen right now. We have a partnership with Rutgers, one with Georgian Court University, and one with New Jersey City University. When I say partnerships, I mean you can seamlessly transfer into these institutions. It will allow you to be a fully matriculated student in one of these universities, depending on the subject that you're studying. You'll physically be located on our campus. So what does that mean? Money, time, energy, effort. You're going to be negating all of that because you'll be physically located at one of our campuses, and you'll be then not being incurred with additional cost in time and energy and effort, as I mentioned before. So it's one way of really getting right to the crux of the matter, graduating with the degrees that you need in the shortest time. For those who may not choose these partnership universities, we also have articulation agreements with colleges within and without the state of New Jersey, so that wherever you want to be, we definitely, as I said, can get you there. So keep that in mind. Brookdale is an open enrollment institution, and therefore, with putting together all of that with our cost effectiveness, we offer an unbeatable value. At over $5,000 a year in tuition, you can then really get into what's needed in your 4-year degree or your degrees beyond that. That compared to a 4-year institution is in excess of $35,000. It's really the difference between graduating with debt and without. College at this point is a financial decision, not just an academic one. You have to weigh what you're putting in with what you're getting out. And with Brookdale, we have a cost ratio that's unbeatable. So we really encourage you to look at that when you're making your decisions. Okay, so here we are. We have on Sunday, that's this Sunday coming up, October 17th, from 1 to 4, an in-person open house on our beautiful campus. If you can make it, we invite you to register at our website, brookdalecc.edu. You can look that up. You don't have to remember it. From 1 to 4, you can ask all your questions, meet with all of our different institutes, and just enjoy the beauty of Brookdale. That's what we offer here. If you can't make it, you're always welcome to take a tour, whether it's in person or whether it's virtual. And as always, we have our social media that you all are in contact with. Hit us up. We will be there for you. All of our application processes are online, brookdalecc.edu. There's no reason for you to come onto campus if you choose not to. Everything is digital and everything is at your fingertips. So keep that in mind. Brookdale is that place that's going to get you where you need to be. So remember that in your searches, and we wish you the amazing future that you deserve. Thank you guys for listening. I'm gonna stop.
Thank you. Our next presenter is from Middlesex College.
Hi, my name is Desiree Brower. I'm the admissions counselor at Middlesex College. And as you know, we too are a community college. Matter of fact, you're home county college if you all are from the Middlesex area. Tuition and fees are a little cheaper when you come to us, but we believe in a quality education. And what does that mean? As Brookdale, we offer 2 types of associates, those that are transferable and then those that are career-oriented as well. We too have great partnerships with some of our senior institutions. Matter of fact, Felician, Ryder, Kane, NJCU, they all have offices right on our campus. So transferring is really a smooth opportunity. Not only that, students who complete their associate's degree with us and want to go to one of these schools actually take camp classes on campus. So you don't have to travel 45 minutes to go to Felician or go to Ryder and travel maybe another 45 minutes, where you have the opportunity to do it right on campus. We participate in all the federal and state aid programs. And with participating in all the federal and state aid programs, the New Jersey Star, biggest one. I know many of you probably received your letters. If you're seniors, you got that letter that said you were a New Jersey Star. But what does that mean? That means this. If you come to the community college, you actually get to go for free tuition. You don't pay tuition. However, you do pay fees. Our faculty student ratio is approximately 22-to-1. What does that mean? We have no large lecture halls. We have a small class environment. And yes, during this virtual setting, we are both doing online classes as well as hybrid. And then there are students right on our campus. We have over 151 clubs and organizations, and we have a strong athletic department, very strong athletic department. We have 3 locations. Our main campus is in Edison on Woodbridge Avenue, where we sit on 220 acres. And then we have 2 satellite sites, one in New Brunswick and the other in Perth Amboy, where you're able to take courses at your convenience wherever you like to go. Our students are excellent at saying what they like, but I'd like to talk a little bit about all of our majors. Like I said, we offer over 80 degree and certificate programs in various areas. The most popular programs that we have are our nursing, dental hygiene, and radiographic education program. Those programs have a selective admissions process. Yes, we are the community college. Yes, we have our doors open. But for our selective programs, we use a selective process. What that means is this: if you're currently a senior and you're anticipating maybe looking at radiographic education, better known as X-ray technology, or becoming a dental hygienist, or even pursuing nursing, application deadline is December 15th, 2021. Let me say that again, December 15th, 2021 for when? Fall 2022. Applications are due this December for next September. So it's very, very, very important if you're interested to get those things in. So what's the admissions process? We need your application along with your mid-year transcript. What's a mid-year transcript? That transcript that shows your freshman through maybe your first marking cycle as a senior, or it may only show us what you're taking in your senior year. We look at your unweighted cumulative GPA, and we use a holistic approach when it comes to testing placement testing. So please know that's how we do that. But I wanted to get to our low tuition. We're probably amongst the lowest in the state of New Jersey of the 18 community colleges. What does that say? It tells you if you were to take 15 college credits, 15 credits, it would cost you this year $2,497.50. We do participate in all the federal and state aid programs, and we tell students who are DACA students, you too may be eligible for financial aid. You too may be eligible. So that enrollment checklist tells us, what is your first step? Do that application online. Pay that $25 application fee, apply for financial aid. We also offer what we call FAFSA on demand. What's FAFSA on demand? It allows you to do what? It allows you to actually make an appointment so you will be able to do the FAFSA if you're not sure how to do it. Yes, it's overcoming. So we just want to tell you, thank you for participating in the session tonight. We do wish you luck, and feel free to drop any question that you like in the chat. Thank you. I'm going to pass it to my next colleague. Welcome to the night.
Thank you, Desiree. Our next presenter is from Delaware Valley.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
We can.
Okay, fantastic. My name is Tom Speakman, and I am the Executive Director of Admissions at Delaware Valley University. And my first question is, have you ever attended a college or university where you have more animals on the campus than students? That's Delaware Valley University. We are a small liberal arts university in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. We actually have 25 majors where the majority of our students are enrolled in animal and agriculture science majors. So let me share a few of those with you. We have a degree program in animal science, both large and small. So if you want to go into veterinary medicine, Del Val's a great option. We also have programs for beef science and dairy science. Our students actually milk the cows on our campus twice daily, and we sell our milk to Penfield Farms and to Wawa. I might add, you can also bring your cow to campus. We actually have animals on campus that belong to the students and animals that belong to the university. We also have crop science, dairy science. Did I say you could bring your horse to campus? We also have equine science. Our students can share their horse with other members, students on campus. We have an equestrian team that travels nationally. We also have a degree program in food science, nutrition science. Did I say we have chickens on the campus? We also have poultry science. swine science. And last of all, we have a degree program in zoo science. So if you wanted to work and manage at a zoo, Del Val is just the place for you. We have students that are working at the Philadelphia Zoo. We have students that are working at the Cape May Zoo in South Jersey. So very strong in the animal and agriculture science programs. We also have a Division III athletic program. Our football team is ranked number 8 in the nation in Division III. Our conservation and wildlife management program also trains hawks. And so if you were to visit Del Val, not only would you see more animals than students, but you might see some hawks flying in the air. We also have an apiary where you can sell and buy honey. We have students from every single county in New Jersey. 40% of our entering class came from New Jersey in agriculture and environmental sciences. Again, you can bring your horse, your cow, and your pets to the campuses. We have pet-friendly housing on the campus at Del Val. So I wish you the very best your senior year. And if you have any questions about the academic programs or the athletic programs, or if you want to know if you can bring your pet to campus, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Thomas. Our next presenter is from Marywood University.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Maria. I am from Marywood University. So I'm going to be chatting to you tonight about Marywood. We're located in Scranton, Pennsylvania. So I am an undergraduate admissions counselor. So I actually would be your admissions counselor at Marywood. So if you have any questions, my contact information is going to be at the end of the presentation. So some fast facts about Marywood. So we have about 1,900 undergraduate students and around 1,000 grad students. We have a 12-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So you're going to see around 20 to 25 students in your major classes and around 30 in your general education classes. We cap our classes at about 30, 35 students though. So we don't have any huge lecture halls. And all of our teachers all of our professors are actually professors and not teaching assistants. They have open office hours. And you get to know them really well because we have that low student to faculty ratio. As you can see, our first year retention rate and our 6-year graduation rate is consistently above national average, and 99.7% of our class of 2019 was employed or pursuing grad studies shortly after graduation. From day one. So at Marywood, we start you in your major, your very first day, your very first semester. Some of our popular majors are architecture. We have aviation in our business program. We're known for our health sciences. So we have, nursing, nutrition and dietetics, a lot of those pre-medical sciences. And you dive in from that very first day. So architecture students are in studio their first semester and you get a design problem the first day. For education, you're actually in the classroom your very first year, and you're student teaching. Our radio station, you're actually doing practicum every single semester, starting with your first semester, really kind of diving in. Student life. We have tons going on campus. We have over 100 clubs and organizations. They range from department clubs to social clubs to service clubs. We have tons of leadership opportunities like student government, orientation, honor society, resident assistance. We also have a really robust campus ministry. So we are a Catholic institution, but you definitely don't have to be Catholic to attend Marywood. And what's really nice is our campus ministry has tons of different fellowship groups and service opportunities for everybody. And they'll even connect you with other services from different faiths and religions if you want something in the area to attend. Fun on campus. So we have a Marywood Activities Council, and they are students who plan and run events for the entire student body. Believe it or not, bingo is one of our most popular. But we have athletic tournaments, make your own food events. We have different comedians come in. We have large events like different carnivals and formals and Marywood Madness, which is our annual pep rally. We also have Flapjack Fest every single semester. It's where professors actually flip you pancakes and make you breakfast the week of finals week. So there's always a ton going on campus. Some fun off campus. So what's neat about Marywood is we're kind of tucked in this very quiet, very safe residential part of Scranton. Very quiet, very green, but we're about 5 to 15 minutes away from a lot of fun stuff. As a freshman, you can bring a car on campus. It's completely free. So, you can drive to all of these locations, or Scranton has its own bus transportation system, and you get a free bus pass with your Marywood ID that'll take you to all these locations. So downtown Scranton's about 5 minutes away, full of local coffee shops, local boutiques, local restaurants, tons of parades and food festivals happen downtown. Dickinson City is your shopping district, so mall, Walmart, Target, bowling alley, movie theater, everything like that. And then Montage Mountain is skiing, snowboarding, snow tubing in the winter, water park and concert venue in the summer, and the AAA Yankee affiliate team, the Rail Riders, play there. So tons going on off campus. Study abroad. We have tons of study abroad options. We have those semester-long placements, and we even built them into some of the programs. Like for architecture, we have a connection with a school in Florence, Italy, where our juniors actually get to go over for an entire semester to study architecture. We have some faculty-led trips, so you actually take a class, like for example, our chemistry of wine and cheese class that you get to take in the spring, and then over spring break, you actually get to go over to Europe and study the chemistry of wine and cheese, which is really cool. And we have some summer-led trips where it's kind of like that semester-long placement vibe. So you take, a class or two over the summer, but you're only there for about a month and a half, 2 months instead of a full semester. We also have tons of alternative break trips. So if you wanted to do service work, whether that's locally, nationally, or even internationally, we have tons of opportunities. We are a D3 school. We have 22 varsity sports. We have a very healthy academic athletic balance on campus, though. We've actually won awards because our athletes have such high GPAs. So if you're looking for a school that, you really can dive into your sport and do well in your major, we could be a good fit for you. The admissions process. So if you're wondering, how do I apply to Marywood? We are rolling admissions, which means we don't have any firm deadlines. So if you're a senior right now, you can apply right now if you want. So what we need for a completed file, we need that filled out application, which we're on Common App and have our own app. Both are free to fill out online. We need an official high school transcript and 1 letter of recommendation. We are test optional for fall of 22 students, and you aren't required to submit an essay. Once we receive all your materials, it's about a 7 to 10 business day turnaround time. With your decision letter, you'll actually get some merit scholarship. So merit scholarship ranges between $16,000 and $23,000 per year that you're an undergraduate student. And we primarily look at your official high school transcript. So the better you do in school, the more merit scholarship you're going to get. If you want to get to know Marywood a little bit more, we have some open houses coming up, one on October 30th and one on November 13th. They're really unique opportunities to get to know Marywood. You get to meet with your department. You can even meet with multiple departments. You get a tour of campus, and you even get to eat on campus to see if you like the food. We also have in-person tour and visit options. So if you wanted to come and have like a one-on-one meeting and get a tour and meet with the department, you have that opportunity. We also have tons of different virtual options. Like I said, my contact information is going to be on one of the last slides. You can write that down and I can give you a virtual tour and meet with you virtually. So this is my contact information. So if you need anything, please take this, a picture of this or reach out to me. And then if you want to follow us on social media, please, or get to know Marywood a little bit more, you can go ahead and follow us. If you need anything, let me know, but I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria. Our next presenter is from Fairleigh, Dickinson.
Hello, everyone. My name is Samantha Bell, and I am an admissions counselor from Fairleigh Dickinson University. I'm based out of the Metropolitan campus. However, I do recruit for both campuses, so I'm available to answer questions for either or. Fun fact, I'm actually an EHS graduate as well. So shout out to my Southside students and all my other Edison Edison students as well. So going into today's presentation, I really just want to convey that FDU is all about giving students a personal experience, global experience, and transformational experience. It's in our motto. Some people don't really know, but FDU actually owns and operates 4 different campuses. We have 2 campuses which are located in New Jersey, and then 2 campuses that are abroad for some unique study abroad opportunities for our students. We have over 100 different majors and concentrations available for our students, and over 43 different combined degree 4+1 options. So we allow students to save a lot of time and money while earning their master's degree as well. FDU is known for our business, education, and natural sciences programs. We also have prestigious programs for international hospitality and for nursing as well. We have over 100 different and 12 different clubs and organizations that students are able to get involved with, and we're growing that all the time. We really encourage our students to get involved and to start their own clubs on campus as well. We have a 12-to-1 student to faculty ratio, but that number doesn't really mean very much. What you want to ask colleges is to describe what the classroom is going to look like, or the average class size. At FDU, that number is between 16 to 18 students. Typically, your largest classes are going to look very similar to your high school with about 35 to 45 students max. And then as you get further along in your program, your classes will get down to 6 to 8 students, which is a really small personalized classroom experience. We also have over 136,000 alumni students that are ready to connect with our current students with special networking and mentorship opportunities as well. FDU is very proud of our global community. We have over 55 countries represented currently. Pre-pandemic, we had over 100 countries represented at FDU, and we're hoping to grow that number again in the future as things hopefully get back to normal. Our population is about a little over 5,000 undergraduate students to a pretty big undergraduate population across our 2 New Jersey campuses. And we also offer a variety of different sports programs as well. In addition to Division I and Division III, we also offer intramurals if you just want to play for fun. So there is a little bit of a difference between the 2 campuses that we have. Our metropolitan campus is more of our city life, hustle bustle campus. It's located in Teaneck and Hackensack, so it's got that city vibe. This is where you'll find our Division I sports teams, as well as a lot of our STEM programs. So if you're interested in studying engineering or criminal justice, you're only going to find those programs available on the metropolitan campus. Same thing with marine biology as well. Metro has a little bit of a bigger population, and we do find that because it's located within 2 cities, that it's very easy to access for our students. So while it has a bigger population, we find that about 50% of our students will live on campus versus 50% will commute. That being said, our Florham campus is very different in comparison. I think it's a little bit more laid back. It's got a lot of our arts programs, including film and animation, theater arts, and also creative writing. You'll find a more robust fine arts program on this campus as well. This is also our Division III sports campus, and there is a difference between the sports available, so I can connect you with a coach if you're interested. We have a smaller population on this campus, but Madison is a very residential area, and that's where our Florham campus is located. So we find that about 72% of our freshmen will live on this campus. Both of our campuses are very close to New York City, and we like to take advantage of it for internship and job opportunities. We have train access just a couple of blocks off of both of our campuses that lead right into New York City. In addition to those networking, internship, and job opportunities, we also like to use it just for fun. So our student life runs lots of different trips. We have our Broadway-bound program, world-class museums that they'll go to, and shopping trips, as well as partnerships with the United Nations and FDU Pathways program. We have lots of ways that students can transform themselves through internships, mentoring, and networking opportunities, guest speakers that come to campus, and our career development and placement office will work with you to help prepare you for your career. And then also my favorite thing to brag about, which is our global travel and study abroad opportunities. FDU has partnerships all over the world, so we'll pretty much send you wherever it's safe for you to go. However, our 2 main campuses abroad are going to be our Brookdale College campus, which is located in England, and our Vancouver campus in Canada. One important date I always tell students to make sure you're marking on your calendar is that December 1st date. If you apply by that date, you'll get a $50 application waiver, so a free application, and a $1,000 renewable grant upon completion and acceptance into the university. We're trying to make education as affordable, so we did lower our tuition recently, and it's locked in for the next couple of years. And we offer merit awards ranging up to $25,000. So with that, I just want to say I threw a lot of information at you. However, we have lots more going on campus to learn about, so definitely visit us for one of our open houses. You can check them out at fdu.edu/visit, and my contact information is listed here, so please feel free to reach out. You can call or text that number anytime. And I hope to see you on campus soon.
Thanks, Samantha. So that concludes the presentation portion of our session today. We're now going to move over to our Q&A. I want to encourage all of our presenters to return. Feel free to turn your camera off, and I'll pose some questions to the group. I would also feel free again to turn on your camera, but also Samantha, do you mind stop sharing? No worries. All right, perfect. Thank you so much. All right, so Our presenters will respond in the order in which they presented. The first question here, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? So we'll start with Brookdale.
Hi, everybody. Going through the process of college search, the first thing I would say to you, and I'm trying to get my photo up, is follow your heart in a fiscal sense. Don't follow the crowd, follow your finances. Because at the end of the day, the decision that you make is going to be yours to either reap the benefit of or pay the debt of. And so that's one of the things that I always tell students, because I find that students tend to go where their friends are going. If your finances match with your friends, then by all means. If not, then here's the time where you start to pay attention to your individual needs, because it's going to follow you for a good portion of your adult life.
Middlesex, feel free to go ahead and respond.
Oh, okay, I didn't know if you were, I'm sorry. Okay, what would I tell you? I would tell you this is the best of times and the worst of times. Why? Because now you're becoming an adult. We're looking at you as an adult when you apply to a college, but look at the college and visit it to see if you're comfortable with that institution. I have to piggyback off my colleague who said, follow your finances, because it is a discussion that you want to have realistically with your parents. You want to make sure that college, that experience is one that you're going to be able to have. Think of us as the opportunity, that first half of that baccalaureate degree. And I say us because my colleague also is an associate degree granting institution. We can offer you that opportunity that will get you where you need to go, because now you've come to us for the first half, and you may be able to get a scholarship to go to the second half to complete that bachelor's degree. So look at all of those options. Find out what's the transferability, what programs you offer at that institution, and basically, will I fit there? Will I fit?
I guess I'm number 3. I would say, similar to my colleagues at Middlesex and Brookdale, visit the campus, kick the tires a little bit, apply for admission, and also equally important, apply for financial aid.
So my biggest piece of advice is visit kind of schools from all different shapes and sizes. So, visit a small, medium, large school, visit one close to home, visit one far away from home. I know when I was going through the process, I thought I wanted something and I ended up, at Marywood, which was totally different. I wanted a big public school and I ended up in a small private school. So, I always recommend go places where you don't even think you're going to like, because you might be surprised on what school really feels like home for you.
I'd say one of the biggest tips or pieces of advice that I give students is to stay organized. Make a list of all the qualities that you're looking for within a college, and make sure that the colleges that you're applying to are checking off those lists. The other thing I would say is reach out to your admissions counselor. We're people too, and we love to answer your questions. We're here to support you. We want to make sure that you're ending up in the place that's perfect for your needs. So you can always reach out to us. We're always available.
Great advice from the group. Thank you all for sharing. Next question here, and again, feel free to respond in the order in which you presented. Question is, what's one thing you want students to remember about your institution?
All right, so I'm going to jump right in. This is Brookdale. The one thing I want students to remember about Brookdale is we're a 2-year college with a 4-year experience. Our programs, our campuses, our faculty, just what we offer is the equivalent of any 4-year institution. And so what that means is that you will not be lacking or wanting for anything. It's a perfect way to get acclimated into a 4-year institution. There are some 4-year institutions that don't have what we have to offer, not in terms of environment or in terms of study. So we would want you to know that at Brookdale, you're going to be starting in exactly the right place.
I have to piggyback off my colleague. Class size, we're small. We're 21 to 1. Some classes are even smaller than that. You want to look at the fact that our faculty members are just that, faculty members. We do not have a large lecture hall, so there are no teacher assistants. The person is actually involved. Let's take, for instance, somebody interested in our video production program. They're still working in that field, or they have people in that field that they could connect you with. The career orientation, all of these opportunities. We are college. The difference is we just commute. That's the only difference. If you were to put me in the middle of Rutgers, we are just like Rutgers. You have to take college level English, you take college level English at Middlesex. So we are college. That's the one thing I think that we all can agree, that some of us are universities and some of us are colleges, and Middlesex and Brookdale are colleges that offer that first half experience, and we welcome you to come and begin your studies with us.
Thank you. At Del Val, I would say we're unique in that we actually have more animals than students on our campus. So where else could you go to a university that had more animals than students? Where could you go where you'd learn to milk a cow? Where could you go where you could bring your horse to the campus? So at Del Val, we welcome students interested in animal and agriculture sciences. Thank you.
I think one thing that really sets Marywood apart is our sense of community on campus. You know, not only do students really know each other and help each other and smile at each other when they walk by and hold doors open for each other, but it, you know, even as professors, they're going to know your name, they're going to know your face. If you're not in class for a few days, they're going to genuinely care and, you know, check in with you to make sure you're okay. They're going to make sure that you're not only kind of hitting your graduation goal, but that you're connected for your future. We have a lot of cool campus traditions that kind of include the community, and we're a multi-generational campus. So we have a daycare on campus, a senior living center on campus. We often also have an elementary center on campus. So, you know, it's a really kind of cool vibe on campus just because we're so community focused, and we're kind of really rooted in our core values. So it's, you know, like a big family.
I would say that one thing I'd like everyone to remember about FDU would definitely be our motto. Our motto is personal, global, and transformational. They're not just hollow words created by a marketing team. When FDU was in the market for a new motto, we actually pulled our students, alumni, staff, and faculty, and these are the words that they came up with to describe their experience. You're going to get that personal approach within the classroom. Like Maria just mentioned, you're not just going to be a face within the classroom. Your professors are really going to know you, and they're going to be very invested in your education. It's all about working within a globalized world and globalized economy at this point. So we want to make sure our students are prepared to work with all different people of all different cultures. And transformational, we provide as many different experiential learning opportunities as possible for our students. We want them to get their hands wet as early on as possible so that they are experts within their fields when they graduate. So definitely just want to echo the personal, global, and transformational motto at FDU.
Thank you all for responding. So that concludes our virtual college fair for today, but I do have a few closing announcements. As you exit from this Zoom session, a survey will appear. It's approximately 5 questions or so, but please complete the survey. It's extremely helpful as we aim to improve our virtual college fair offerings in the future. Also want to remind you that you can sign up for additional sessions by visiting our registration site. And then finally, you can access this recording by visiting strivescan.com/Middlesex. I want to thank all of our presenters for joining us, but thank you also to our attendees. I hope everyone has a great evening.
Thank you. Thank you.